Alright guys, today we are continuing my empty quads mini scheme out of the Baltimore Ravens playbook. Now we already released part 1 of this scheme, guys. I will link that down in the description. You should definitely check it out after this video. It is a super glitchy wide receiver screen. One of my favorite plays I have released all year. You're going to spread your opponent out. We can roll out, throw it back, playmaker. It is absolutely wild, so make sure you check that out. Now today we're going to be going over the play 4 verticals. This is a great passing concept, guys, that is going to give your opponent headache. That receiver screen I put out in the last video is so tough to stop. You're really going to make your opponent over adjust to that play. Then we can throw in that QB power in the last video, then this passing play on top of it. For this play, guys, this is going to be a great play to attack man and zone coverage. You're basically going to give any defense you come across fits, and it works so well because we are spreading out our opponent so much. They're thinking about that wide receiver screen, and then with this setup, guys, we are attacking all different areas of the field, and that is going to make it so hard for your opponent to adjust to. All right, let's go check out the adjustments for this play. All right, guys, so we always want to set this play up with our quads to the wide side of the field. Then there's only going to be 2 adjustments on this play. The first adjustment, we are going to take the inside most receiver on the quad side. He's going to be a tight end, and we just want to put him on a whip route. This is going to be a nice check down option. It's going to be a good option against man coverage, and it's going to make a nice high-low read on the back side. Then we're going to take the outside most receiver on the quad side, and we're just going to put him on a comeback route. Once again, a nice high-low read between this route and the whip route. So that is it, guys. Let's go look at the reads and the gameplay footage, and I'll show you how killer this play is. All right, guys, so we're going to go over this play against zone first, and then we are going to go over it against man. So the setup is the exact same for either one. And now our first read on this play, guys, is always going to be this deep crossing route. It's going to do great against cover 3, cover 4 drop, and it's going to do very, very well against cover 2. What we're going to be reading, guys, is we're going to be reading the user on this play. Then we're going to be reading the short side of the field flat defender. So on this play, guys, we got this deep crosser coming across the field. And if the user vacates the middle of the field, guys, if he gets sucked down, we are just going to throw this cross right in behind him. So this is cover 3, guys, deep middle safety, corner flat defender. So if the user comes down, if their hook curls come down, we're just going to fire that in over his head. This backside seam route is going to hold this deep center fielder in the middle of the field, and we're just going to fire that in against cover 3. Okay, now we're going to run it again, guys. Same thing. This is going to be cover 2 this time. So watch the user on this play. He gets sucked down. But now his mid-read defender in the middle of the field, they are dropping back. This player is getting underneath this player. But then we have this backside post, guys, that's going to pull this player against cover 2. He's going to get sucked into the middle of the field. Then this route is going to get wide open. We look at the flat defender here, guys. This is the line of scrimmage. He's at about 20 yards, and we are still able to fire this in right over his head for a huge gain. All right, guys, now this is going to be a certain read we get when we play cover 2. So we see cover 2 on this play, guys, and what we're going to be looking for, we're going to be looking if they drop a deep blue defender back into the middle of the field. Now, if they do, we're going to be looking for the crosser, but if they don't, we see the user gets totally occupied by the crosser, guys. Then we have the post coming in behind them. So we have this clear out route by the single side wide receiver. We see this safety has to stay on this side of the field, and now we have a massive hole in the middle of the field. The user staying on the deep cross, so now we can hit that deep post in behind them. That is a perfectly layered setup, guys, to really attack cover 2. All right, guys, so we get to the line of scrimmage here. Now we snap the ball. Now our next read, guys, is really going to be on the backside. So we have this deep cross, we have this deep post, but what if the user sits on that? What if we just don't really like what we see? Now we have a high-low read on the backside. So we have this whip route breaking out. So if they don't have a hard flat on the field, guys, and the user's getting up under our post and just kind of taking that away, then if they don't have a hard flat, we're going to throw that whip in right away. But if they have a hard flat on the field like this, guys, and they're not double flatting, now we have this comeback route that gets to such a nice area of the field, guys. He's just going to sit here. I possession catched. I probably should have rack catched. Look at how much green grass we have. Okay, now I want to talk about it against man, guys. So Man, I really love this setup as well. So that's one of the things I love about this, guys. It's so good against zone and it's so good against man. So our first route we're going to look at, guys, is this whip route. It's just a nice, easy check down. This whip route does a great job. I love it here. He's going to cut in, then he's going to whip out. You're going to basically throw this every time. If you see separation and you see there's no flat defender out here, look at how much separation he has on that whip route, guys. You're going to fire that in, get upfield, and gain a bunch of easy yards. Okay, then we're going to look for the crossing route, guys. So same thing, whip route. We see decent separation, but we see the user jumps down on that. So I've thrown the whip route a few times. So now we take the user out of the middle of the field, and now we have this deep cross, guys. And this deep cross kills man coverage. It is super, super good. We see a one middle safety here, guys. Just lead it away from him into that soft spot. He has no zone defenders there, just that single high safety. He is going to do nothing there, and we're able to fire that in for a touchdown. Okay, then the last route I want to go over, guys, is this special kind of seam route, post route. Now, this is one of the best man beating routes you're going to see. It plays it absolutely beautiful. So this is actually an option route, guys. So this is going to have a few different options against man coverage. If it's a zero blitz or two safeties deep, he's going to run this post route into the middle of the field. But if they just have a single high safety in the middle of the field, he's going to keep running his streak up the middle of the field. He's going to stay away from that deep middle safety. So if they're running two man under or a zero blitz, guys, this is going to be a great third option to go to. So we're going to snap the ball here, guys, and we look. So they actually were running two man under. We see a deep safety, deep half on this side, but he was actually using this deep safety. So we look at this route, guys. There's no safety in the middle of the field here. So now he's going to run a post route, and he is going to get wide open in the middle of the field, guys. Look at that separation. Such a nice route. All right, click this video right here if you want to see part 1 of this scheme, one of the most overpowered plays in Madden 22.